and we're trying to get out of a 12-game losing streak.
That's right, 12 games in a row. How are the Red Wings going to do it tonight? Well, one thing they're going to try is a young man we haven't seen in the National Hockey League thus far. You see him on the right of the screen. His name is Greg Stefan. He's been playing for Adirondack. Just turned 21 years of age last year. The Red Wings' 7th-round draft choice in the 1981 draft. Good-looking young man. He's been playing well in the American Hockey League, and I hope he does the same tonight, Sid.
They're very, very high on him. And I talked to a couple of players today. They said he had a very good training camp. He needed the experience down in the American League, and I'm sure that Jimmy Skinner is looking for him to play well here tonight.
Well, working the hockey game tonight is referee Wally Harris. Away from him. But Savard heads right back down the ice for Chicago into the Detroit zone. Here's Dennis Savard laying it back on the right point. Moving in. That's Murray with a drive, and he scores. Secord was right out in front of the Detroit goal, and I don't believe Stefan ever saw it.
I thought it possibly hit the inside of the post. In fact, I didn't think the puck had gone in the net, but I guess it did. A shot from the top of the circle. Hoyles went right in through his legs, Bruce, and into the net. And Savard is going to get yet another assist, setting that goal up. He broke the point record of Bobby Hull, and Hull had set in 1968-69 with 107. He is a colorful little hockey player, but boy, talk about a bad break for Greg Stefan, starting in the net for Detroit, giving up a goal in just a matter of 1 minute and 8 seconds.
Rolling all the way off to the side of the net. Number 6, Bob Murray, the goal scorer in the hockey game. His pass bounced off Blaisdell, so it's picked up by Lysiak. Tom Lysiak around Barrett, put it right to the goal mouth, and they score. Oh, my goodness.
Well, Tom Lysiak, one of the better center icemen in the league, and he's on a hot roll lately. He's been scoring goals and carrying the play for this club. He just stick handles in between the two defensemen. Doesn't get much wood on this, but the puck does skid across underneath Stefan's goal stick into the net.
Here's Lysiak. Laying it back now to Doug Wilson. Wilson. His pass didn't come out. Willie Huber held it in, trying to work out in front. Here's Greg Smith with a shot. They score! Blaisdell may have touched it out in front of the goal. It is 2-1.
Oh, I believe it did bounce off Blaisdell. An innocent shot right from the blue line, but that's what you have to do. Get a screen out in front of the goal. Blaisdell along with Chicago defenseman. Greg Smith firing right from the blue line. The puck comes back out. Pass back out, really, right there. And the shot through. Boy, that hit the Chicago player, not Blaisdell. So Greg Smith should get credit for it.
Savard ran into his own man. Larson couldn't get it out. Dug away by Secord. Here's Secord with a shot. And a big save made by Stefan. And there's going to be a penalty coming up. First penalty of the hockey game being called by referee Wally Harris. He's going to send off a unbelieving Vaslav Nedomansky. And with a score 2-1, Chicago will be back in a moment. Nedomansky didn't believe it. Larson argued it. Here's Gardner. Over on the right side, that's Murray with a drive, and they score. He made the save, and it bounced in. Well, that didn't take too long on the power play.
Well, I think that's a bad goal by the entire club that's out there, Bruce. The puck, there's a player right out in front. Now, he should be taken out of there. He just holds his ground.
Oh, that bounced in off of Smith, Greg Smith.
The puck was shot right along the ice. Two players fighting.
If we could see that again, I'd like to do it.
And Darryl Sutter standing his ground right out the edge of the crease with Smith all around him, but the puck did go in.
He'll make the save, and it'll come right back out and hit Greg Smith.
All right, there it is. Bounced up, hit a leg, and then bounced right back in. That's just the kind of luck this kid's had here in this first period.
He has not given up what could be called a bad goal yet. Bounce off to center ice. Here's Higgins moving right back in with a drive, and he scores. The Wings were changing players.
They get caught out of position. Higgins all by himself over here on the right boards. Took a perfect pass in the blue line, and from outside of the top of the circle, this has got to be a bad goal on the goaltender, though, too, Bruce. He comes out, didn't get the entire angle, and Higgins put it just inside the post.
Tim Higgins gets his 20th goal of the year. 4 minutes and 15 seconds into this second period. Into the Detroit zone. Play broken up as Jolly heads back. And Lysiak came back to steal his pass. He's over the line with Sutter. Lysiak scores. And again, he's on the short side of Greg Stefan. And it is 5-1.
And again, that's a mistake by Detroit. The play coming out of their own zone. Everybody getting trapped. Lysiak turns around and he's got clear sailing. Just Willie Huber back. And he shoots and hits the short side. This boy in the nets, Greg Stefan, is having a rough night. Hasn't come up with many big saves for the hockey club. And the Wings wanting to take a look at him late in the season to see what their goaltending situation would be in another year.
Curtin had the skates pulled out. They struggle in behind the net. Curtin comes out with it back on the left point to Barrett. Barrett drove the shot, knocked down in front, and Blaisdell missed the rebound, but Paul Woods drives it home on the third attempt.
Well, they deserved that goal. They kept the pressure in there, and the puck was shot by Jolly from the point. Was stopped by the goaltender, bounced right out to Lysiak, or to Blaisdell. He couldn't put it in, and moved over then to the far side. Paul Woods had the empty net. Makes the score 5-2.
The way this is going, don't go away. It's hard to say what's going to happen. Paul Woods gets his 9th goal of the year. And Secord starts Savard out. Huber broke that up. Here's Danny Gare. Here's a chance for Osborne. Osborne with a shot. He scores! And now it's 5-3 as he just cleanly beat Esposito.
Well, there's a case. He threaded a needle. He come in from the angle, beat Esposito on the long side. Danny Gare just feeding the puck across over the blue line from the top of the circle, but he got good wood on it just inside the post. And if you notice, Esposito was on his hands and knees again.
So Osborne gets his 23rd goal of the season. And the Wings right back into it. It's 5-3.
Detroit goal was scored by number 23, Mark Osborne.
Going after it is Greg Smith, and this time the icing call is against Chicago. Out in front of the Detroit goal, Mark Curtin and Savard doing some shoving, and now Savard starting to swing away at Curtin. Curtin drops the gloves, the two linesmen in between them. Nobody landed anything, but two unlikely prospects in a fight zip.
Both about the same size.
Still trying to pull away from the two linesmen, Bozak and Luther.
I don't know what started this. It started right out in front of the net. The play wasn't dangerous by any means.
So while they head in, we'll tell you again, we're 3 minutes into the third period, and we pause now for this message. In, Greg Smith knocked away from him by Hutchinson, and now Lysiak starts out. Back into the Detroit end, Lysiak hands it off. Here's Wilson, plus centering pass. It ends up in the net, and it is 6-3. I was waiting to see if he may have kicked it in.
Well, it went off from his leg, I believe. Again, a pass across through the goal crease and hit Sutter as he was checked by McKechnie. Well, what a play. Lysiak over here to Wilson, and Wilson's play now goes right through the goal crease.
Oh,
and he got his stick on it with covered by by Walt McKechnie, but the stick was down on the ice. Sutter's second goal of the evening.
His 22nd on the year. Wilson and Lysiak will draw the assist at 19 minutes and 21 seconds.
22nd of the season, scored by number 27, Darryl Sutter.
6-3 with just 35 seconds to play. Puck bounced center ice. Wilson cleared it back to the Detroit line. Came back again. Here's Doug Wilson with it. Play broken up by Willie Huber. Huber back into the Chicago zone, and here comes a penalty to Doug Wilson, who hauled Huber down. Play whistled down, and the Red Wings are going to have the extra man with the final few seconds of the hockey game. Detroit with the extra man. Here's Vale sending it back on the line. A chance for Huber with that shot. He scores. It's 6-4 with 9 seconds to go.
Can you imagine now, while Chicago scoring the goal there of Sutter at the 19:21 mark, Willie Huber's shot found a clear passage all the way. Good passing play, and he got away, and the shot fairly low. The screen is out in front of Esposito. He was taking a peek, trying to see if he could see by Fox, and he looked to the left instead of looking to the right, and went right in the long side.
Power play goal by Huber at 19 minutes and 51 seconds. Teams again are at full strength. Here's Wiskowski handing it back to Murray, and Fox has it as the buzzer goes to end the hockey game. And a disappointed young Greg Stefan wraps the stick a couple times on the ice as he skates down the corridor into the Detroit dressing room, and the Hawks around Tony Esposito as they pick up what is for them a big victory.